If you think this is right for you, I want you to make the decision to be successful. You own it. It's your decision, right? Number two, take advantage of my experience to use your time more effectively. If using Ducan's automation software and using my Honey Badger offers scenario of I was going to say system, but systematic way of offering things, you become efficient, okay? And that's what I've done over the last 22 years. God, it's been 22 years. Now it's like 23 years. I just turned 50.
Okay.
You're a youngster.
I love you. But I've been doing this half my life. You know, when you do something half of your life, you get really, really good at it. And not in the means that I might not be the best, but I know the least path of resistance. Why? Because you're lazy? This guy's freaking me out now. You've never seen me before, right? I feel like, you know, I'm one of those hypnotist guys and he's reading my mind. I'm lazy. I like to play. It's not really lazy. Because if you ask my wife, I'm 24/7. I'm always on. But I'd rather play than work. So in that sense, I like to say I'm lazy. But if I can go out and I can make the kind of money I do and do the kind of deal flow that I do and do it in a respectable time of less than 40 hours a week, wouldn't you like to do that as well? There's nothing different between you and I. I just did it. I know the secret. It's not a secret. It's hard work. It's implementation. But you got to set it up and make it work for you. Okay? And I know how to do that. So the third thing is you educate yourself on strategies that work. Don't waste your time. I'm not going to teach you anything that doesn't work. Okay? Everybody's like, well, why don't you do this over here? Well, because I made more money doing this over here. Is that fair? Okay. Are there multiple ways to do real estate?
Yeah.
Many different strategies, techniques, theories, you know, all of it. You name it, there's different setups. But I'm going to use the ones that work because I'm lazy and I don't want to learn new things, because what I do works and it 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 works. And it makes money. Because I know you all don't care about money and you're just here for the notoriety of being here. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
You're so good looking.
That's it too. So here's everything that you need
That's done.
to make this work. Guys, I noticed you trimmed this too. It's not as like,
Yes.
yeah, it was shaggy like the shaggy DA. Here's everything you need. You get oh my God, it's out of order. My son plays with it, so. You get my 13-week program, my super secret Facebook group, my exclusive deal consulting, 1 year. See, there's the personal deal reviews at $2,500. Retail value is $43,000, but it doesn't add up yet because there's still more stuff missing. Where the hell did it go? Payday only, $24,900. There it is, the full access training and the live one-on-one quick start. It's $43,000, okay? Now you say, oh my God, that sounds like a lot of money. It isn't. I just was contracted by a company, and it's a buddy of mine. He's like, dude, please help me out. Go teach this class for me. So I went and I taught the class for him. And I sat down, and it was the 2-day. And the 2-day right here, okay? And they charged them $25,000 for the 2 days, right? Just the 2 days. And I says, well, you know, what are you looking to get out of the program? He says, I want to get out of it the $75,000 we paid to sign up for this program. And I said, $75,000? And of course I'm representing this guy and I'm helping him out. So I have to not pick up my jaw off the floor that he paid 75 grand. And they didn't get any of this stuff. They got this and this for 75 grand. And their likelihood of success,
What
well,
percent?
it's 3 to 6% in the business. My students are 68% put a deal together in the first 45 days.
And succeed, as in not just putting a deal together, but have success.
Yeah, and put money in their pocket. Okay, and of course, you know, the federal government says I can't tell you how much you're going to make. I can't. That's something I can't do because I don't know you. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to push you and push you and push you. Because if you're not successful, I have no success in you. Does that make sense? And I mean, I could go sell the $75,000 class and go to the next venue and go to the next venue and go to the next venue. But that's not why I'm here. I believe my purpose in life is to help other people do what I did. Because I dropped out of school in 9th grade. I didn't have a college degree or education. Although people tell me all the time, why would you waste your time going to college at this point? You're smart. I have a guy that went to Wharton, and I said, man, it would be really cool to be able to put on my business card that I have an MBA from Wharton. And he says, Cliff, you're smarter than 50% of the people that go there.
More than that.
And I said, yeah, that's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
just 50%.
Yeah, it's 50%.
So my product is $24.9 because I want to make it accessible to you guys because I know that other people are charging huge amounts for this. And it's everything you need to achieve your dreams today. So it's an investment in yourself, right? Would you agree? It's a lot of money, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
How much does it cost to go to college now?
80 grand a year.
80 grand a year? And what kind of job do you get when you get out of there after 4 years? 8, 16, $320,000 to go to college?
And then it's practical to go make money on.
USC is $40,000 a year now.
4, 8, 12,
So it's
100
like it's $160,000.
for a
That's
bachelor's
right.
degree?
Private bachelor's degree for me.
So somebody that takes confused gender studies as a bachelor's degree program,
Well, at USC you'd probably take business, I'm sure, engineering,
engineering.
Viterbi. Yeah,
Okay.
engineering.
So how much does an engineer?
Who said
Yeah,
Harvard?
I did.
Harvard probably.
What does an engineer make coming out with a bachelor's degree?
80,000,
80.
$80,000 a year. Can you do $80,000 a deal?
probably.
How long after taking my 4 years later from now? I mean, I don't know. I think it's smarter. Anyways, I think it's so smart, and I know it really works. Has anybody ever seen like they invite you for the free seminar, and then they try to sell you the $60,000, $70,000 package? How many of those people will finance their deals? Their training. Why? Why
Nobody
do-
will loan on that.
Why do you think? What's that?
Nobody will.
Nobody will loan on the education?
Right.
Well, because it's a 3-day and a 1 year and all
You're
that.
saying, well, the person who's giving the seminar finance it.
Yeah, why won't they finance it?
Because they want to make sure they get their money.
Oh,
They
so
want
they're
to have
they're
credit
concerned
cards.
about your training first, though, right? No.
Huh?
So they want to get your money. So what happens after they get your money?
Lucky to get service.
You're lucky if you get service. Does anybody not know what I'm talking about? No? No? There's seminar companies that come through and they sell $80,000 packages, $70,000 packages. They charge a credit card and then that's it. And
But they
then,
don't do it like that. Come on, honey, we'll show you something for nothing. Come on, something for nothing. Well, the next something is 200.
oh, the thing that I love is, hey, you know, the guru has been watching you and they're going to give you a scholarship. It's a $100,000 program. They're going to give you a $50,000
You
scholarship.
get a tap on the shoulder.
Right? So I don't do that, but I know this really works, so I'll finance it. Is that cool? I have faith in my system. So how do I do that? It's easy. You invest in yourself. It costs $24.9, but it retails for how much?
40.
$40,000, $42,000, right? It's not that. I'm going to help you save $13,491. I'm going to charge you $30,000, okay? And you pay $15,000 down today or this weekend. And then I take 50% of your deals until the other $15,000 is paid off. Is that fair? I put my money where my mouth is. Now, why do I charge you $15,000 down and I charge you $15,000? You're like, Cliff, I can pay cash for it and pay $24,000 and save that much more money? Okay. I won't not take your money. If you want to pay the $24,000, I don't get any of your deals. I almost want you to do this. Why?
Good deal.
I want you to do this. I make $5,000 more, right? But I'm going to motivate you. Why would I want to motivate you? I want my money. Like, what was that guy, the guy that screams a lot and did the Jesus movie? The Australian guy.
Oh.
Mel Gibson. Give me back my money. Oh, he was saying my son, but I want my money. So I want to make sure that you're going to do the deals, and I'm going to make sure that you stay on it, and I'm going to make sure that you put the offers in, because I want to get my money. Now, here's the cool thing. Anybody want a guarantee on that? Do they give you guarantees at those other places?
No.
Okay. Well, here's my guarantee. You give me the $15,000 down. I give you all the training. We do the live one-on-one coaching. Okay. At your dining room table. I sit there and I tell you exactly what to do. We sit down there. I look at your finances. I look at where you're at. I look at all of that information, and I tell you exactly what to do, which is the smartest thing that you could do from my experience. You get all the online training. You get everything. You get the 13-week coaching program. Okay? You get full access to all my videos online, and you get my cell phone number to call me at any time. Okay? Email, text, all of that stuff. And then you've got 1 year to pay this $15,000 back. Okay, and then you're like, well, at the end of the year, I'm going to have to pay 15 grand. No. If you take this program and you go out there and you engage it, but you don't make this 15, you'd have to make what, 30,000 bucks for me to get half of my, to get the money back, right? If you don't make $30,000 in that first year, you don't owe it to me. You don't owe it to me at all. We'll put it on ice. You know what that means? We'll mark the ledger book on ice. It just fades away. Is that fair? I want my money. So I'm not going to let you do that, okay? So if you buy my program, it's 15 down, 15,000 out of your deals. It's 50% of your deals. So if you do a deal and you make $100,000, how much do I get?
30.
Oh, wow.
15 grand. You keep the rest. If you do a deal and you make $7,500, what do I get? $3,250. Is that fair? It's just 50% until you hit that 15. So if you do your first deal and you make $100,000, which is possible, especially here, you get what? You get the balance. You get 85 grand. I get my 15 grand. We do a video, and I promise I won't put it on TV because he doesn't want it on. Right? All right. So, who's ready to sign up? I see nodding. So, Duncan, tonight,
for those who'd like to speak to us personally, or I should say, or want to know more about it, we are going to go to the Black Trumpet.
Black Trumpet.
It's 1 mile up to the right for drinks and horses duvers. Hors d'oeuvres.
You guys get drunk and then give it to us.
Exactly.
You're buying
Buy a couple of shots.
So right after this, we're going to head up to the Black Trumpet, 1 mile up the road. That's 2 traffic lights.
2 traffic lights.
And we want to talk about coaching, any, more questions in detail about it, what to expect. However, this is offer for drinks and horses duvers or d'oeuvres.
Horses duvers.
For those who are really serious about it, it's not just to come with us to get free drinks. It's about those who are really serious to take the next step forward. Okay. Pending that,
Yes.
tomorrow we start at 9 o'clock promptly to 11 will be classroom. 11 o'clock we will be boarding the bus. We will be on the bus until 4. Okay? We will have water on the bus. We're not going to have lunch on the bus. So if you want to bring a snack along, bring your bag. If you're diabetic or something. But we are going to see at least 4 houses tomorrow. So we will be back by 4-ish. And then we'll go from there. So again, the Black Trumpet is right up the road to the right, 1 mile. And we'll be talking about coaching, what we can personally do for you. We'll go more to the guarantee, how we're going to roll things out, and we'll go from there.
Wait, half the people in the room don't have your program.
Oh, did You want to throw in my program too, Cliff?
Can you do that? Because you threw me on the spot the other night.
Oh.
Who was there when he did that? He's like, oh, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I know this. You didn't know I was going to do this. But
well, remember I said as tomorrow the deal's not going to be as good as it is today. Okay, so tomorrow.
So
You
for
will
those
not-
who don't have my program software, the websites and that, as part of the coaching program, you will get that for free.
And that's a 13,400.
I have all those bonuses in there that I offer, with that. That's the websites, all the
Yeah.
software, of course, the ongoing, stuff like that.
So I'm going to throw him under the bus one more time.
Oh, stop it now.
If you already purchased Duncan's program, we'll deduct the amount that you paid off of my program because you're going to get it for free. So if you've already paid for the program, we'll deduct it off the price.
Thank you, Cliff.
Today only.
Today only. That's the deal.
Okay.
Plus-
Tomorrow, no Dunkin' deal. No Dunkin' Donuts. That's why you say don't get Krispy Kreme.
Dunkin' Donuts is much better.
Double dunking tomorrow.
Double dunking. And then the last day there will be no financing. It'll be just a 24,000.
Action has its rewards.
And because you're here first and you're here today, you guys get that opportunity. And it's fun. I mean, you'll make money. Okay? So we're all done for the day. If you're interested